Hello guys, you're welcome to part 2 of the tutorial where I'll be teaching you how to mix Afro-pop vocals, simple vocal arrangement for Afro-pop. And here I'll be teaching you how to mix backups and parts and vocal parts. This is just a simple arrangement, so it does not have so much complexity to it. It's just really simple and straight to the point. Yes. So in part 1, I already mixed the lead vocals. So the lead vocals already sound mixed, and I made a mistake in the part 1 saying that there's actually hook and the main verse. They're kind of like one part. It's not really separated. Because of the way their song is arranged, it's really short, so there's no real hook passage. Just one lead vocal, then backups. So pardon me on that. I'll just rename this to lead vocal. Sorry about that. I already sent the signal to the track 2, that is where this one is, so they'll just share the same signal without having to remix and copy and paste effects all over again. So now we'll come to the second lead vocals and backups, and then we'll mix the intro and outro for this song. So let's start from here. Let's see what's happening here.
So fine, girl, you so fine, let me water. You my prime, yeah, you my prime, oh, yeah, you my prime. You're my life, yeah, life you die on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife, come be my wife. Say you so fine. So fine, girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime, yeah, you my prime, oh, yeah, you my prime. You're my life, yeah, life you die on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife, come be my wife.
Alright, so these backups, the lead vocals, the second lead vocals, there will be a bit different from the first lead vocal, so that they can really sound responsive and not empty. It's more like a call and response kind of part here. Let's assume this part is the hook.
You so fine, girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime, yeah, you my prime, oh, yeah, you my prime.
So let's assume this part is the hook. So this is more like a call and response part. So we'll play with some effects. It will be a bit more creative here to make that place really stand out. So we already have our.
You so fine, girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my.
So don't forget auto tune first. We already found from part 1. We already saw that the key of this song is key C. So we'll just set that. That might be too much.
Girl, you so fine like mommy water. Girl, you my prime, oh, girl, you my prime, oh. See, girl, life you die on top your matter. She can be my wife.
Alright, so the next thing is EQ.
Girl, you so fine like mommy water. Girl, you my prime, oh, girl, you my prime, oh. See, girl, life you die on top your matter. She can be my wife. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. Girl, you my prime, oh, girl, you my prime, oh.
So we'll make it brighter a bit.
Girl, you so fine like mommy water. Girl, you my prime, oh, girl, you my prime, oh. See, girl, life you die on top your matter.
Then compression. You know, when you're working on things like this, you just don't go out with effects. You do little, and then you compare and see how it sounds. So if you notice, my EQ changes are just subtle. They're not drastic. So I'll try compressor. Very subtle changes. EQ, yes, here's my EQ. So, sorry, compressor. I need a compressor. I'm sorry. Compressor, dynamics, compressor.
Girl, you so fine like mommy water. Girl, you my prime, oh. Girl, you my prime, oh. See, girl, I fit die on top your matter.
So,
girl, you so fine like. Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
So let's turn it on with the beat and see.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime, oh. Girl, you my prime. You're my life. Girl, I fit die on top your matter. So baby, come be. You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
If you notice, the beginning of this place sounds quiet and this place sounds louder. Let's hear it again.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime, oh. Girl, you my prime.
So we need to work on the compression some more.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime, oh. Girl, you my prime. You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
That sounds even now. It's no longer as loud as this is before.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
Sorry. Let's solo it. Before.
Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
After.
Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
It's all under control now. So.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime, oh. Girl, you my prime. You're my life. Girl, I fit die on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife. Come be my wife. Say you.
So there are lots of ideas that can happen with this call and response part. That is this area here, but the artist requested something like a radio effect, radio voice. The artist was specific on what he wanted here, so we have to take that into consideration while we're doing many creative stuff here. So we'll start by adding the radio voice and see how that goes. Basically, radio voice is just EQ. You can use your most of equalizers on softwares from Cubase to GarageBand to Pro Tools and others. Most of the EQs have a radio effects template or old telephone template. Let's try old telephone and see.
You so fine. Yeah, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Yeah, you my prime.
Let's compare to radio.
You so fine. Yeah, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Yeah, you my prime. Yeah, you my prime.
Alright, I think I prefer radio. We can modify it a bit to give it more presence.
You so fine. Yeah, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Yeah, you my prime. Yeah, you my prime. You're my life. Yeah, life is die on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife.
Alright, so that's the radio effect that the artist wanted. So now we can add some more, let's say reverb.
so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime. Oh, girl, you my prime. You're my life. Girl, I could die on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife. Come be my wife. You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
So we add a little delay, just very little, so that the bounce will be complete. Just very little. The input of your delay, turn it down.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime.
You can hear that ring.
Girl, you so fine like mommy water.
You see how subtle it is? Subtle changes always have the biggest impact, so keep your changes and your effects subtle. You don't need to rush into it or make big adjustments.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime. Oh, girl, you my prime. You're my life. Girl, I could die on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife. Come be my wife. Say you so fine. You so fine. You so fine, my baby. You are dime. You are diamond.
Also, in backups, it's common to pan backups left and right of the channel, but for this arrangement, it's so simple that in this place there are no obstructing vocals. The vocals here is just this one here, just this one here. If there may be multiple, just like this one, now here there are multiple vocals here, so now I can do some panning here, but this doesn't require me to pan. Basically, it's balanced, just being in the center, everything here in the center. I may pan the delay effect if I want, but for this tutorial I'm going to keep it very simple and easy to understand, so I won't do that.
You so fine. Girl, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime. Girl, you my prime. Oh, girl, you my prime.
Alright, now so we'll head on to these parts, this backup.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star. I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. Hold my.
So let's hear them together. This is backup for the lead vocal.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star. I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. Hold my hands and I hold your hands. Can I have one dance? Can I have one dance? So you so.
So we'll try and get the auto tune ready. Some parts are a bit off key, but we can fix that with auto tune, just slightly major auto tenor.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy.
Yeah, that's better. Then EQ. Now the way you EQ backups is different from the way you EQ a lead vocal. With a backup, you take off some low end, but not too much, so it will still sound full. But you take off more low end than you typically take off a low end for a lead vocal. So I'm going to show you that. So
twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the wall so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy.
So let's compare the EQ here to the EQ of lead vocal. This is the EQ for backup, then lead vocal, the very first EQ. So you can see we did more sweep for the backup than we did for the lead vocal. Backup, lead vocal, backup, lead vocal, so that the backup will give more space in the low end for all other instruments to flow without sounding clumsy, and the lead vocal doesn't need too much cut so that it sounds full. So basically they're complementing each other. So let's hear them together.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I so twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high.
Let me turn off the EQ for the backup and let's hear it.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
You see how it sounds a bit too full, it's distracting from the lead vocal, but when the EQ is on, we hear a difference, an improvement.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy, you hold my.
Alright, so let's hear the whole thing with the song.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy, you hold my.
I can pan the back up to the left a bit. Let's say 15%. Let's say 20% left and see how it sounds.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. You hold my hands, and I hold your hands. Can I have one dance? Can I have?
Alright, that's cool. So we just add a little reverb, just a little. Sorry, this.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. You hold my hands, and I hold your hands. Can I have one dance? Can I have one dance?
So this is balanced. We may add a compressor. You know, the thing with compressor is you add it strategically. You just don't throw it in there because you should. You think strategically about adding a compressor. But the most times for vocals, it's good to add compressor because the singer is not always constant with how loud they can go or how soft they can go. So for this guy, we can add a compressor. So just put in a compressor. Alright, so we have a compressor, and in this, the arrangement, if you notice, in other tracks, it's usually EQ and compressor before reverb, before delay. But you can have compressor first before your EQ. You can have your EQ first for your compressor. Sometimes you can have a bunch load of effects before even having a compressor. It depends on what you are trying to achieve. Since we're trying to achieve, we're just trying to tame the entire vocals. We can push it up to before the EQ or after the EQ. Doesn't matter really. It just depends on how you feel. I could have left it under the reverb, but for simplicity of the tutorial, let's just keep our EQ and compressor together. So we'll do some light compression.
I so twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. You hold my hands, and I hold your hands. Can I have one dance? Can I have one dance? So
if you notice, I didn't add saturation to the second lead vocal, and I'm not adding it to the backup. The thing with adding saturation or distortion, the thing with adding saturation or distortion to your mix is you do it carefully, so it won't make your mix sound too rough and too coarse. I just needed only the lead vocals to pop. It was me, I had a dedicated chorus. The chorus section also, just the the lead vocal of the chorus would have had a saturation plugin or a distortion plugin just to give it a bit more life. But I don't need to throw it on all of the parts like backups, punches, vocal parts and the rest, unless it's needed. But for this simplicity of the song, it's not needed. So
So twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. You hold my hands, and I hold your hands. Can I have one dance? Can I have one dance? So you so fine, yeah, you so fine, like mommy water. You my prime, yeah, you my prime, oh, yeah, you my prime. You're my life, yeah, life is die on top your mother. So baby, come be my wife, come be my wife. Say.
So in the beginning, now we can work on the intro and the outro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the calling page.
You so fine.
So if you notice the intro, the way the intro sounds, it sounds so alike, sounds so close to the lead vocal. So what we'll do is I will copy the effect on the lead vocal and paste it on the intro vocal and make some changes instead of taking it from the top again. So I have to mix smart. So we'll come here, lead vocal, lead vocal. Yeah, so we want to save this effect, so come here, file, save track status. We can name it schema lead vox. So when we want to bring it back in, we'll come to intro vocal, come here, go to file, then we'll find, should be listed here, schema lead vox. Here it is. So you see it's here now. The lead vocal effect, same thing, the exact same thing. So they renamed the track, but we can always rename it back to schema. Can always, by the way, the name of the artist is Schema, really good guy. So we can rename it back to intro. Alright, so let's hear how the intro sounds like now before we start making changes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the calling page.
I think the auto-tune is too much, so I reduce auto-tune a bit. Start from there, simple changes, start from there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the calling page.
Schema on the MIC.
So work on the compression a bit. The vocals is not well tamed. Some parts are a bit louder than some parts, so We work on it some more. Compress it some more.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the Caliph Cake.
Skin on the MIC. You so fine. Yeah, you so fine. Like mommy water. You my prime. Yeah, you my prime. Yeah, you my prime. You're my life. Yeah, yeah.
It's the Caliph Cake.
Skin on the MIC. You so fine.
So the intro sounds balanced, especially when it's leading into the main lead vocal.
Skin on the MIC. You so fine. Yeah, you so fine. Like mommy water.
So always make sure your lead vocal, your intro vocals complements the loudness of the lead vocal, and the backups and the vocal parts complements the lead vocal. None should be excessively louder than the other. They should all complement each other and sound in harmony and clean as much as possible.
Skin on the MIC. You so fine. Yeah, you so fine. Like mommy water.
So now we have to mix the outro. It was also specific, guys, the artist schema. It was specific to make the outro more like radio voice. So let's listen to the outro and see how it sounds like.
So high and touch.
Alright, so same thing we did for the main for this lead vocal to that radio effect. We just copy file, save, with radio FX. I think that's fine. Alright, we've done that. So we'll come here, outro, same process with radio FX. Alright, don't forget to rename to outro. Alright, so let's listen before we know what to tweak.
I can't deny, so I say you so fine, you so fine, you so fine, my baby. You are diamond in the sky.
Well, I think it sounds okay. I don't think there's much to tweak except for when I just turn down the level a bit. So there's nothing to tweak. I think it sounds good. So let's hear the song start to finish and see.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the Caliph Cake.
Yeah. Skin on the MIC. You so fine. Yeah, you so fine. Like mommy water. You my prime. Yeah, you my prime. Yeah, you my prime. You're my life. Yeah, like you die on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife. Come be my wife. Say you so fine. You so fine. You so fine, my baby. You are diamond in the sky. So let's fly so high and touch the sky. So girl, you give me vibe. Give me vibes I can't deny. So twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, go up so high, so be my baby, I'm your guy. You hold my hands, and I hold your hands. Can I have one dance? Can I have one dance? So you so fine, yeah, you so fine like mommy water. You my prime, yeah, you my prime, oh, yeah, you my prime. You're my life, yeah, life is dying on top your matter. So baby, come be my wife, come be my wife. Say you so fine, you so fine, you so fine, my baby. You are diamond in the sky. So let's fly so high and touch the sky. So girl, you give me vibes I can't deny. So
Alright, so that's how to mix simple Afro-pop vocals. Thank you for watching.